Howdy. Well, Russ here.
And Chris.
I thought it was fapping Chris.
Well, it was a little bit ago.
We both fap.
I have 28 years more experience than you do. I may have kind of stepped back a bit.
You passed on the torch?
I passed on the torch. But, you know, I was not going to have this conversation with you. I was not going to discuss this, but I realized that since I had 28 years more experience that I was probably more of an expert on it than you are. At least in the past. I knew nothing about this NoFap movement. It's like, what is that?
Well, fapping, or fap, is actually male masturbation, and NoFap is not masturbating and not looking at porn. There's this whole movement online where people think that by not masturbating and not looking at porn, they all of a sudden get superhuman strength, and it cures depression and anxiety and even like social anxiety and stuff. It's like, what?
I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it. It's like, there's no way that like by not fapping that you get happier. I would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, we couldn't get this video going speaking about no fapping, so.
So we left. We took a break to go fap.
Do you want me to continue reading these? I can't read it with it moving around.
Doesn't matter. H3 Productions talked about no fap.
Because you watch them a lot.
You interrupted.
So, okay, let's start over then.
Oh.
Let's start over. Because you're like just fiddling with shit on the table and making noises.
Trying to change my energy.
Grab some of this shit and rub on it. It's supposed to be good shit, right?
Our energy's been like, it's tough.
Our cycle's off.
We're not good at this.
Quit saying that. You're putting that energy out there into the universe. We had a hard time. We just stumbled over our words. We just need to change our setup here. See, we're way far from the camera. We can't kiss the camera anymore.
It's not just a setup. It's just we haven't filmed in like 5 days. There's a flow. We're not getting in the flow of it.
Because I don't think you have any confidence in yourself anymore.
Now you're going to put it all on that. Don't tell me that you think it's all that now. You said, oh, I think it's the distance. I think it's the set.
Well, it's not all of it.
Well, you just did say that.
Well, okay, sorry, I apologize. The pressure is what's on your shoulders.
Pressure. And then we fapped, and look, we're in a better mood now. Like, before we fapped, we looked a lot like this picture. This is the only picture I'm gonna bring up.
Look at that!
Now look at the picture of the mountain lion.
Or use a different one. Use a human. Mountain lions, I don't buy mountain lions.
They claim that the mountain lion that actually masturbates looks like this. And that the one who doesn't looks all like healthy and stuff. That is not true.
They're not even the same mountain lion. One has a tag in its ear.
Yeah, true.
This is lying.
True. I mean, you gotta switch those titles around.
Oh, yeah.
We know from firsthand, like, before...
Firsthand.
We were like this mountain lion before we fapped.
Can we start our no-fap movement?
For like 5 seconds? I can go for 5 minutes. I can go for a day.
No-fap.
Oh, no-fap.
Our no-fap movement. And since there's a no-fap movement, which we don't believe in, we could start a no-fap movement.
I know people are allergic...
Allergic to fapping. I don't think so.
Misspoke. Some people are addicted to porn. And they watch lots of it, and they watch too much of it, and it gets in the way of working or in the way of life. And some people masturbate like seriously like 27 times a day.
I don't believe that. I think it would fall off.
Yeah, it would be raw. It would be like a cheese shredder on your skin.
It'd be like hamburger meat. No.
You beat your meat. What's crazy is some people think this is a joke. It's not a joke for some people.
It seems to be a joke. I
know, but there's actual videos on YouTube that are trying to prove that the science is for NoFap.
Who funds those?
Exactly. But a lot of it's based off like guilt. It's like the best thing you can do to change your life is NoFap. It's like, why? It's like humankind has fapped forever. We're not the only species to fap. It's not just mammals either.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think anything with a sex drive must fap.
Well, and all the science actually says that fapping is healthy for your prostate. Like it cleans out all the impurities and stuff, and then it takes out the toxins and lowers the risk for prostate cancer. Recirculating after fapping is completely optional.
There's plenty of scientific evidence that says it's better too.
And it definitely helps with sleep. Those no-fappers are trying to claim that it can help you sleep. Bull crap. Have you ever not fapped for a while and like tried to go to sleep?
Sometimes that's the only thing that can make you go to sleep.
You start humping your pillows.
But what is weird is like we've never used that word before. It kind of pisses me off that there's a term fap. Why do we need that term? It means nothing. It's not an acronym for anything. Why can't you just say masturbate? It's because YouTube won't let us post anything if the word masturbate is used.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's to beat the algorithm. Some of these people are claiming that like all of a sudden because they don't masturbate, now they can like cure their social anxiety and like be the most social person in the world. It's like bull crap. That's not gonna cure, like where's the science for that? The science actually says that like literally it can up your mood and it can actually up your immune system as well.
Not only is dopamine released, which helps control the brain's reward and pleasure centers, reducing feelings of stress, but other endorphins released during an orgasm can decrease your perception of pain. For women, polishing the pearl can reduce menstrual cramping. And of course, with the help of the hormone prolactin, which is linked to sleep, you're likely to feel exhausted.
Yeah, you're getting tired, aren't you?
I'm getting, I'm fapped out.
You're all fapped out. If you're feeling sick and you fap, it can actually increase your immune system.
One study found that in males, components of the immune system are activated during masturbation, increasing the number of white blood cells in the bloodstream. Solo sessions might also help men reduce cancer, with high ejaculation frequency correlating with a decreased risk of total prostate cancer.
Fapping, friction against penis, maybe that's it.
I mean, all the science is saying that fapping is actually very healthy. Like, if you don't masturbate for a long, long period of time, it can make you out of control. Like, all of a sudden you could be like super horny and you might make crazy decisions and have sex with someone that you don't really want to just because you're horny.
Yeah.
And then you regret it.
Yeah.
So
I guess there's probably a lot of people that end up being parents for that reason. I had this conversation with only a few of my closest friends, and here we're having this conversation with each other before, a few thousand of our closest friends.
I think it's because it's a real topic. I mean,
I couldn't believe it was a topic to begin with. I thought this was kind of like bullshit.
Dude, there are people who literally NoFap.
I know, you've shown me.
You've seen all the crazy memes
I've seen,
stuff, right?
yeah,
the pictures.
Now I believe
They're
it's
funny,
really
kinda.
a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
But there's
Believe
not a lot
it or
of
not.
science. There's not a lot of science for it.
I don't know how it became a thing. I think maybe like Focus on the Family came up with this thing.
Well, a lot of it is guilt driven.
Yeah, guilt for everything.
I had guilt for a lot of things back in the day when I was younger, but it's like I do not feel guilty for masturbating. I just feel happy.
You feel like you can go through the rest of your day now.
I feel like, yeah, I feel relieved. Like, it's great stress relief. I mean, I understand that you can overuse it, and I do think that it can be used as a drug in a sense. Because,
anything can be an addiction.
yeah, anything can be an addiction. Anything.
Yeah, anything.
You know, there's people who eat each other's couches.
No, they eat their own couch. I don't know of people that eat each other. It's not like people get together and eat couches. There's usually like one person, thank God, that's eating the couch.
The condition is called pica pica, and that girl, I watched the documentary, she was eating her mother's mattress. Her mother would like go into the bathroom and she was sneaking in. Like,
because she'd already eaten her own damn mattress. I mean, I know this fapping thing, this NoFap thing is like supposedly like no male masturbation and
no porn.
What about females? I mean, when we were like looking at terms for this, we came across this term, polishing the pearl. I'd never even heard of that. You know, not being like real connected with a lot of women. So
polishing the pearl? It's okay to polish the pearl. That's all I'm saying.
It's female masturbation.
It's okay to fap and it's okay to polish the pearl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of research saying that it's actually good for all your muscles, your pelvic muscles.
It's a thing.
Both women and men have pelvic floor muscles that stretch from your pubic bone to your tailbone. As we age, these muscles weaken, causing sexual dysfunction in women and erectile dysfunction in men. But stroking the penis or clitoris can activate the bulbocavernosus reflex, resulting in pelvic floor muscles contracting. It's essentially a workout for your sex muscles.
It's just like something that humans do, that animals do. I think some reptiles and chickens do. I
don't know if chickens do it.
Choking the chicken. You know they do it. They choke the chicken.
Yeah, they gotta choke the chicken. What's crazy, this is comedy, but just know that there are people who take this seriously.
It's a serious
and
topic.
We respect anybody who chooses not to fap. But to say that fapping is unhealthy, that's where I would have an issue.
Just don't force your no fapping on others.
Don't force me to no fap. Please. Because you sat on my lap, and then we fapped, and then you wanted to take a nap.
Give them a link to the NoFap movement. I mean, we don't support it, but we support you not fapping if you choose not to fap.
Yeah, you got to make your own decision.
Yeah.
But if you want to FAP, know that there are health benefits.
Go ahead and FAP. FAP away.
Just don't do too much. There's a right balance for everything, right? Mm-hmm. Russ
and Chris.
Love
Getting the FIP out of here.
Make sure to subscribe.
We want our subscribers and other things to go up.
Well, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Oh, that's true too. I don't know what the truth is.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Mm-hmm.